Picture this: a bustling city with streets, homes, and people. Each house has a unique address for persons, packages, and letters to find their way. Similarly, networks have IP or Internet Protocol addresses to communicate effectively. But wait, how do we decide which device gets which address? This is where network address allocation comes in, a process as crucial as assigning seats at a royal banquet. In any network, devices need unique IP addresses. Without them, chaos reigns. Imagine a dinner party where everyone is named Alex. Who's going to pass the salt? The same goes for devices. An orderly system like Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol or DHCP steps in as the organizer. It assigns addresses dynamically, but here's the kicker: static allocation still exists. This method carves out fixed IP addresses for critical systems. Think of it as reserving VIP parking spots. Yet, it has its downsides. Manual errors can open backdoors for attackers. And here's where it gets interesting and dangerous. With IP addresses assigned, hackers rub their hands with glee. Why? Because improper allocation can expose vulnerabilities. Cyber attackers are crafty. They know that DHCP is vital, and like a pickpocket at a crowded carnival, they know where to strike. A classic attack? The rogue DHCP server. Imagine a fake ticket booth at a bustling airport. Passengers or devices are misled into accepting fake tickets or IP addresses. Suddenly, your flight to Hawaii becomes a red eye to nowhere, or worse, to a data breach. A poorly configured DHCP server can be hijacked, feeding devices fake IP addresses. These rogue servers redirect users to malicious websites or trap them in fake networks. Why does this matter? Because every device now connects to the attacker's server, and once that happens, they're in control. Ever heard of an IP spoofing attack? It's like wearing someone else's name tag at a party to access restricted zones. Intriguing? Yes. Dangerous? Absolutely. This makes meticulous allocation and monitoring non-negotiable. NAT or Network Address Translation is another key player. It acts like a bouncer at an exclusive club, hiding internal addresses from prying eyes. Only the bouncer, that is your NAT device, knows who's inside and who's outside. But beware, even the best bouncer can be tricked. NAT slipstreaming, for instance, manipulates NAT devices to allow unwanted traffic. Some argue that static IPs or fixed addresses are safer, but they're like permanent tattoos. They don't change, making you easier to track. Dynamic IPs, on the other hand, are the chameleons of the network. They change periodically, making it harder for attackers to pin you down. But even chameleons can be caught if they're not careful. Static allocation is reliable but rigid. Dynamic allocation is flexible but unpredictable. What's the solution? How do we ensure this balance between accessibility and security? The answer lies in vigilance and robust safeguards. Hybrid allocation. This method uses static addresses for critical systems and dynamic ones for general devices. It's like having a mix of reserved tables and walk-in spots at a cafe. Smart, right? How do we protect network address allocation? Cybersecurity measures act as the bodyguards of this allocation process. Here are the golden rules. 1. Authenticate DHCP servers. Only allow legitimate ones to operate. Network access control or NAC checks devices before they're allowed into the network. Think of it as airport security. No valid ticket, no entry. 2. Monitor IP leases. Keep an eye on who's getting what address. Ever had a guard dog? That's what monitoring tools are. They sniff out suspicious activity and sound the alarm. 3. Implement firewalls. These act as gatekeepers, stopping unauthorized access. 4. Enable encryption. This ensures communications between devices and the server are secure. Encryption ensures that communication between devices and the DHCP server is locked tighter than a safe. No prying eyes allowed. But even the best defenses are useless without awareness. With IPv4 addresses running out, IPv6 promises an almost infinite pool. But this opens another can of worms. An infinite pool means infinite chances for hackers to exploit mismanagement. Are we ready for this brave new world? Attackers constantly innovate and defenders must outsmart them. Today's network might be a fortress, but tomorrow it could be a house of cards. The key is to stay one step ahead. Network address allocation might sound mundane, but it's the backbone of secure communication. One misstep and your network could be a sitting duck for cyber criminals. So next time you see an IP address, remember, it's more than just numbers. It's a lifeline in the ever-evolving cyber battleground. Are you ready to allocate wisely, or will you leave your network to chance? That simple act of receiving an IP address is a dance of trust, precision, and, unfortunately, the occasional betrayal. Will we ever have a foolproof system? Or will hackers always find a way to tip the scales? The answer, much like the internet itself, remains a thrilling enigma. Thanks for watching, stay vigilant, and may your IP address always lead you safely home.